Dave, tonight's the final preseason game before opening night on Wednesday. What are you hoping to see out of your club tonight?
Well, there's still a couple of, job situations that we're trying to sort out there. And basically, it's the same mindset as the start of camp a little bit, where there's jobs that are there to be won, there's roles that are there to be won, there's ice time to earn, and it's our last look at players before we kind of mold our group together and get ready for the game one.
How many spots up front would you say, for starting night, are still open in your mind, and maybe on the blue line, if you were to kind of put a number on each?
One or two, maybe. In my mind, where I think people fit, or there's some of those jobs that I think I'm looking for the right person in a certain spot. So there's a couple guys maybe auditioning for that spot, but they're going to be in one spot or the other. So it's more the mix that I'm looking for. It's not this guy makes it, this guy doesn't. There's a lot of scenarios where these two guys are going to play. It's just where they're going to play.
So you don't have in your own mind, okay, here's my 12 forwards, and then we're worried about the 13th and 14th?
I have a good idea who the 13th, where we're going to end up, but I'm more concerned about where the parts are going to fit in.
Bertasov, where they got released.
Yeah. You know what, it's too bad. There was a visa issue that he couldn't get over here quicker. It's a fine line between, we're trying to get our team up and going, and he didn't get enough time here, and he's going to take some time to adapt over here. The English is an issue for him a little bit. The ability to play on a smaller rink. I mean, he's a big guy, he's got some talent, but right now we just don't have the time to say, okay, hang around for a month or so and see how it goes.
Was there a thought that, as Ryan pointed out, maybe you could send him to Bakersfield on an amateur tryout?
That's going to be, Ken and I talked about that, and I think Ken would be open to that, but but that's a scenario that I'm not sure if that player is looking at that or not. That's into his court.
Who are you thinking about playing Ethan Bear alongside tonight?
Tonight he'll play with Lagesson.
Okay. And I mean, it's one thing when you get next to a veteran like Oscar Clefbaum, where the game is fairly stabilized. What will you learn tonight from Ethan Bear, with another young guy next to him? And what will you see?
Well, hopefully you see the same kind of game. Clef is a real steadying guy, but Bear's been steady all camp, no matter who he's been with. So we just need him to play just steady minutes like he's played so far, and that's what we're looking for. See, the thing is, it's amazing how it goes, where everybody always, you put a player in a situation and because he's with this player, it's that makes him higher in the standing or lower in the standing. It's about what each player does, what would they bring to the team to help us win. And it's not about who you play with. It's about playing well enough you can contribute to our team game. And there's so much of it. This guy plays here, this guy plays. In a game, it goes all over the place. You have players jump all over the place. It's from a coaching standpoint, you can flip guys here and there, and what you're trying to do is maximize each individual to mold your team to win. And it's not about individuals or who they play with. It's about winning. And that's what we're trying to get to here.
So you played Patrick Russell the first 6 games, but you're not playing him tonight. Does that mean that Patrick Russell's on the team and some of these other guys have to beat him?
It doesn't mean anything. It means that he played 6 games, and there was a couple of those other ones we were looking to give him a break, but we had some injury issues, and we threw him back in there because he's been a good player, a steady, good player for us.
Does not seeing Granlund as much as probably either one of you would have liked affect your perception of him, or do you feel he's established enough, you know what you're getting?
Well, I know what he can do. I would have liked to certainly see a lot more of him in camp, but I'm going to put him in some of those situations tonight. I'd like to see him get up and going tonight a little bit, so you can at least get a glimpse of where he's at.
Dave, when guys are fighting for a couple spots and it's the last game of the preseason, are you the type of coach that has discussions with those guys trying to make the team, or do you let them be? What have you found?
Know. You don't get to the last game here. They all know where they're standing. You got about 5 guys in there trying to do whatever they can to make the team. So there's, I have conversations with everybody, but there's the guys that know that they're still bubble guys or guys that want more ice time, they'll go into this game and have the mindset they got to prove what they can do.
Connor didn't want to play the game, or you just decided?
I think Connor did, but we just decided to hold him out.
Were you, I mean, he talked about in that Winnipeg game, maybe looking to shake off a bit of the extra rust and stuff through the two games. Were
He
you?
was fine there, but it's an organizational thing. We just decided to keep him out.
And Nuge is
Nuge just probably could have played. He practiced yesterday, but he's battling a little bit of a leg injury, and we're being safe there.
He'll be all right for opening night.
Yeah, he's fine.
Goalies tonight?
Koskinen the whole game.